Hey everyone, I'm still Nido King, and last time on Prince of Persia Warrior Within, I investigated the Garden Tower of the past, where I pretty much ended up right where I started. But I did manage to open a door that led to a time portal, and brought me into the present. Let's see if any of the changes over time will open any new passages for me. I love killing people before they can do anything about it. In the game. These guys seem a lot weaker than usual. And see, this is what I was talking about before, in that one hallway where it looked like it was a completely different hallway between the two time periods. Here you can see that it's exactly the same layout as the hallway that I climbed up to get to the sand portal in the first place. It's just that some of the ledges have broken away and the walls are crumbling. And I can't see through foliage, thank you. Oh well, tried to sneak up on him. Didn't work so well. Didn't really mean to throw him, but half the time when I'm trying to do some kind of grapple move, I hit the triangle button one time too many. This is what I was going for. I haven't strangled anyone to death in quite a while. I think they've got different animations depending on what weapon you stole. Usually not a bad idea if you're going to throw a weapon away, to throw it at someone. And this room will hopefully look pretty familiar. I see where to go from here. This thingy didn't really look like it led anywhere the first time I was in the room. But now I can get on top of the wall surrounding that fountain. Well, I kind of wonder if there's anything back at ground level. It's worth checking out, I think. I can always just get right back up there later. Alright, doesn't look like there's anything much over here. More enemies sneaking up behind me, of course.
You will pay for this transgression.
That was kind of an interesting combo. Anyway, got water over here. Not missing much health, but it never hurts to fill up. And the same ledge that was in the past, still nowhere to go from there. Oh, I see, there's a tapestry up there. That's an exit. Oh well, let's go see what's on the other side. Not much has changed. Whoa. Okay, I don't believe I want to fall down there. Probably have to find another way around. Can't tell whether there's anything interesting down that hallway or not. For some reason, I didn't even notice that I could go back towards the Great Hall. I'll have to check that out and put it in a bonus video if anything interesting is down there. Maybe a chest. Definitely not passage back to the Great Hall. It'll be overgrown with plants or something. So now I will actually go the correct way. I guess this path is supposed to be a little hidden until you've explored more on the ground floor. Can I make that jump? Indeed I can. No, I think I'm one ledge higher than where I was before. Or, actually no, this will be the same ledge. I just didn't get to there with the ladder. What? I have never seen the prince do a, what was that, a cartwheel over an enemy? I didn't even know he could do that. How many times have I played this game? Alright, a couple more enemies. No big deal. And some invisible enemies. What this calls for. Time manipulation. I thought she was dead. And the invisible enemies are basically Kunoichi with slightly less health. You still can't vault over them. But you can toss them to their deaths. Guess it doesn't matter that I can't get the sand tank because I've got 3 of them right now. And obviously the ledge that I used before to get to the next part of the garden has crumbled, so I'll have to find an alternate way using some of these plants. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Careful there, Prince. You're supposed to walk slowly on these narrow beams. I got no idea what happened there. That could probably have been the catchphrase for the entire LP. I have no idea what happened. Let's play Warrior Within.
Oh.
Usually I'm pretty good at the balance beams. And again, exactly the same hallway that I traversed before, but some of the ledges that I used have crumbled away, and so I've got to move back and forth to get to the parts that are still there. Also, there's no floor anymore. Fortunately, tree branches have this funny way in this game of growing exactly where you need them to be. You can't form convenient paths, but they definitely form paths of some sort. The thing that disturbs me a little about it is the odd symmetry that you have going on here. As far as I know, trees are generally not symmetrical in nature. Nor are the ravages of time that lead to crumbling masonry. Yet this hallway is almost perfectly symmetrical. Alright, time to introduce some more unpredictability. More fighting! Good thing I didn't throw my weapon at them, it would have crossed a cutscene boundary and disappeared. Hey, this part of the garden has certainly seen better days, although it's certainly got more vegetation. But it looks like we gotta go to that door now that I pointed out before. And that was the Breath of Fate. Doesn't really seem to hurt anyone and just kind of knocks everybody over for a couple seconds. Oh, you're gonna do that, huh? I think it's slowdown time. And even when slowed down, you can't vault over her.
There's so much.
Okay, that was definitely a waste of a sand tank.
Your time would be better spent seeking sanctuary.
That's not what I wanted to do at all. And I don't think I should be throwing these guys off the ledge in any case, because I could use the sand. Or I could just throw them all off the ledge. Oops. Come on, I want to counter. It just means I can't really afford to make too many mistakes. That's all. Stop laughing. There are times when I don't make mistakes. This isn't usually one of them, but we'll see. Alright, there's a guy. No Kunoichi allowed.
Can't we talk this out?
You guys get to go flying off the ledge, and you give me some sand. don't. What? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Okay, moving on. Obviously, we don't have staircases like we did before, so I need to find a more creative path. Rocks in this area erode in very strange fashion. And is that a ledge that I can grab? Nope. So it looks like I gotta go this way. That really didn't look right, but it worked. I'm not complaining. I think I want to climb up there, but I see pots. And the prince refuses to attack the pots while there are so many enemies around, which kind of makes sense. I can't fault him for that decision. Okay, time to throw some ladies off a cliff. Or get my ass handed to me. And then throw some ladies off a cliff. Well, sure. Yeah, give her a slowdown, because that should be a slowdown. How do I keep missing the cliff? There we go. And you are almost dead.
There's so much pleasure in pain.
I'm not seeing a whole lot of pleasure in pain right now. Alright. One more left. And I keep throwing them against walls and then failing to do the final stab.
Pain is exquisite. I commend you.
Alright. Throw and final stab. No. No. Everything you do is wrong, Prince. Here, this is what you get. Took a lot longer than I think it should have. I'm actually full of sand, and that looks like a cool weapon. I want it. Obviously used for throwing, some kind of weird three-headed knife or something. Alright, nowhere to go from there. That's the way I needed to go. I suppose I could have avoided that entire fight just by climbing up here to begin with. But I got full sand tanks now, and... well, okay. Much, much less health than before. Pretty sure that some of these ledges are the same ones that I used in the past to activate the mechanism that opened the door. They just look a lot different. And it looks like one more set of enemies to deal with. And a column. I love columns. Alright. See how you like a knife in the face. That was obviously not a weapon suited for throwing. But that's fine. Maybe almost dead, but I'm also almost done. It looks like I need to go over there, but I don't even know if I can make that run. Gotta try it. One-way trip, but I made it. And there's my fountain. Whew. And nothing over that way, so I guess I'm going up. Noticed some trees with some bare bark over this way. I find it really convenient that the climbable part of the trees happen to have grown without bark, in contrast to the rest of their entire trunks. But Game design. And more of you ladies. No. I don't feel like putting up with you right now. So, goodbye. And goodbye. Hey, that actually worked for once. Don't see anything secret over there. So, one more wall run. And I think I should be about at the door. Yep, here we go. Now let's see what's so mysterious. I think that's a trap. Yep. Moving ledges. Gotta time your movements carefully, although looks like you can grab the edges there. I don't know if you can, and I wouldn't trust it. Next area looks a little trickier. They're both moving in the same direction. And once you get to the far end, you've got to do a wall run. No. Wall run? Thank you. This is why this series has stood so well with its rewind power. Because you will need it so often. Oh, Crow Knight! And Chameleon Kunoichi.
Get out of my way!
I'm going to take out the visible enemy first. And now worry about the one that I can't see. Okay, why don't you just stab these people when they're down? I love this sword, though. Okay, nothing up near the ceiling, so let's head across. Don't think I can make that wall run. Looks a bit higher than I am. Obviously can't make that one. Okay, this way it is. Alright, looks can be deceiving. Speaking of which, thank you, camera angle. Alright, nowhere else to go but jump over to that doorway. Don't see the other Crow Knight anywhere, but... Yeah, you know what? No. No, I'm just not dealing with you. Goodbye.
I found the right place, but at the wrong time. I'll need to return to the past if I want to activate this tower.
There's the Crow Knight. Let's go say hello. I think you can run all the way over to that platform, but I don't know what will be over there. No secret that I can remember. Speaking of secrets, this is an entirely optional place to go. I remember that much. It's actually easier to find the secret than it is to figure out where you're actually supposed to go. And one of the nice things about fighting enemies that attack as much as these guys do is it's usually really easy to do a counterattack. You just hit the square pretty much any time while they're attacking you. Nowhere to go from here, although I see a lot of stuff over there. That ladder looks promising. But anyway, I remember where the secret is. It's a chest. They make some of the chests in these two towers really tough to get to. You haven't seen anything yet. But the only way to go is back where I came from. Now, of course, while I was making my way over here, everybody noticed that ledge over there, right? Not that one. This one. Yep, this is the way you need to go, and it always takes me forever to find it. course, it's kind of hard to imagine what this area will look like in the past. Oh no. And now, for the fun part of Dahaka chases. Now, hopefully you'll get to see why I love these scenes so much. Although the music is still messed up. You don't really have a lot of time to see where you're supposed to go. You just kind of have to run in the most sensible looking direction. There we go. Pretty sure he's actually saying something backwards, but I'll have to listen to it at some point and see if I can figure out what it is.
Stop him before he gets any further!
I don't know who that was. I don't see any enemies around here. And remember that cracked wall that I just ran past. The Dahaka smashes it down, but unfortunately I can't really go back to investigate at the moment. It's possible to come back here later, but you'll need to go through some extra time portals to do it, so not recommended if you want to finish the game. And safety at last. I kinda talked over most of that one. Hopefully there will be some non-talky ones a bit later. Let's finish with some buttons. Love the buttons. Well, it only took me about half as long as it could have, I suppose. New sand portal. Time to get another new and interesting power. Or just a new sand tank. You also get those by going through portals, which is perfectly fine by me because it gives me more chances to use the sand powers I've already got. But I think I'm going to have to save that for next time, where I'll explore this place in the past and activate the mechanism to get the water flowing through the moat, and technically be halfway to getting into the Empress's throne room. See you guys then.